Hey guys, you're listening and watching a very special podcast. Here I got more on phenomenon serendipity. Enjoy! Randi Kerr. Randi and her fellow allies, her lovely ladies, are just wondering about trying to find out where the heck they are. When all of a sudden they hear rustling in the trees. And then in the bushes, Lucy got scared. What could that be? She wondered. I don't know. Stand your guard, ladies, Randi said. All of a sudden, someone came with a sword in hand. The girls were really freaked out as the sword was pointing into Randi's face. Randi did her best to stay calm, but she knew this was it. I'm gonna die. I'm really gonna die, aren't I? She thought. Hold it right there, said a woman's voice. Take one more step and I'll... But then a giggle rose in her voice as she tried to finish the rest. But she couldn't help but laugh. Oh, forgive me. Oh, you should have seen your faces. I'm sorry, I was just playing. Lucy recognized that voice. Erza! You're all right! Huh? Wait, who are you supposed to be? It's a pleasure to meet you, said Erza. My name is Erza Scarlet. I'm from Fairy Tale. Lucy, are you all right? She asked. Yeah, I'm fine, Lucy said. But what about you? You look like you're in a bit of a situation yourself. Oh, it's nothing. Geez, monsters. They're so fast. Such speed. I wonder where they came from. Erza wondered. I guess that's all we're trying to find out, aren't we? A familiar voice said. Wendy! Lucy said. Sure enough, there was a girl with pigtails. She was so cute, and she had blue hair. And alongside her was a white cat. Oh my god, a white cat, Randi said. Oh, how cute. Then she looked up at the blue-haired girl. I'm sorry, may I? She asked. The young girl, Wendy, looked down at her friend. Carla, is it okay? Well, all right. I don't see why not, said the white cat named Carla. She talked with a posh-like tone in her voice. But she was surprised when Randi picked her up and snuggled her. Oh, you're so cute. I've always wanted a cat. Is it true that you can talk, or is it just me? No, I can talk, Carla said. Oh, good. Well, you're certainly cute. Really, really cute. How did you came upon here? Lucy! Erza said. Yeah. I would like to know, who are these ladies here? Rukia stepped forward. Well, easier said than done. Who are you supposed to be? Well, as I said, I'm Erza from Fairy Tale. You might call me a wizard, but I'm more feminine. A mage would be more appropriate, if that's all right, said Erza. How very strange. Your spiritual pressure's very high. I can see that. Rukia said. Spiritual what? Ah, some sort of technique. Are you a wizard yourself? No, I'm a soul reaper, Rukia said. I see. Do you reap the souls of others? You gotta be kidding, right? Rukia said. The only souls that I take down are evil ones, like hollows and other enemies. Taking innocent souls is not our kind of thing for soul reapers. Besides, I don't think you would know. I don't think you've been in the Soul Society, said Rukia. Ah, that's a wonderful place. Is it like a guild? What? A guild? What do you know about guilds? Are you judging me? Erza said, staring her down with a glare. Now Rukia was frightened. No, no, I was just, hey, ladies, ladies, Randi said. Let's not fight, alright? Come on, we're all friends here. Really? Erza said, brighten up. Then she began hugging Randi, who looked startled. Oh, it's magnificent. Nobody has ever called me friend before, said Erza with tears in her eyes. Well, there she goes, Wendy said. Whoa, jeez, Nami said. Looks like somebody's in a happy mood. I have to say, you're quite a funny person, Erza. Erza looked up. I don't think I've seen your face before. I'm Nico Robin. I'm sure we haven't met before. I'm one of the Straw Hat Pirates, and so is Nami. A pirate? Normally the pirates I would see are male, but you're too pretty to be a pirate, Erza noted. Yes, well, part of the crew of the Straw Hats. I'm known as an archaeologist. Oh, really? I'm good at digging up old artifacts and, of course, finding out the truth of things. A scientific background. How fascinating. Besides, what about this little girl here? Randi said, pointing over to Wendy. Carla managed to raise one finger and said, Now, it's not polite to point. Although, if you want to know what she is, she's known as a wind wizard, but also as a dragon slayer. Dragon slayer? Wait, the only dragon slayers I heard were people like St. George. St. George? Lucy asked. Don't tell me you never heard of the legend of St. George and the dragon. That one is kind of old school from the dragon slayers that you're talking about, right? Lucy, you mentioned that they're raised by dragons? Yeah. I mean, two of us. No, three. Three of them. Wendy including, and then there's Natsu and there's Gachio, Lucy explained. Oh, really? Is it true you're raised by a dragon? Randi asked with a certain hint of curiosity towards Wendy. Wendy nodded. Yeah, I am. But she was gone about 7 years ago. I mean, not the 7 years ago from Tenru Island. I mean, from a different... What? 7 years? Oh. I guess we never told you. Fairy Tale has been gone to Tenru Island 7 years ago. And then we returned, and it turns out there was another guild that took our place on the top. Explained Erza. Really? Are you? Is this Fairy Tale like one of the most powerful wizards of all? Powerful? Erza said with bewilderment. It's not just powerful, it's the strongest. But we're more than strong. We have courage and we have heart. That's the one thing about Fairy Tale, said Erza. Do you think maybe someday I can go there? Asked Randi. Lucy smiled. Sure, trust me. It's like a big family there, she said. Then I would be happy to. Randy said. One day. Suddenly they heard a boom that made all the girls startled. Ah! What was that? Lucy said. Could it be an enemy? Erza wondered. I don't know. I don't like the looks of it, Nico Robin said. We should act now and find out what's going on, Rukia said. Yeah, come on, Randy said. They managed to ran into the way out, and what they saw there horrified them. Barrere Devlin was telekinetically taking on the soldiers. She was so enraged. All of the girls were just standing around, just watching in great horror. Dear God, Randy said. Oh man, I never seen such rage. It was true. Lucy couldn't believe it. I don't believe this. What is she doing? Somebody should stop her. No, if we get in the way now, I think we're going to get ourselves hurt, Rukia said. I have to agree. I don't think we want to step in her way, Nico Robin said. Finally, it was over. Tearful Barrere suddenly carried the body of a child, a little girl, into the grave. Its corpse was buried, and there was a flower over the grave. Randy could hear Barrere sobbing. I didn't know this kid, but she was just chasing a butterfly, and they killed her. She was an innocent girl chasing a butterfly for fun, and they killed her for no apparent reason. What kind of monstrosity is that? Barrere said, and she continued to cry. Randy shook her head, sadly, and she looked down, really upset over how life can be so hard. Hey, Erza, Randy said. Erza looked at Randy. Lucy and Wendy were curious to look over at Randy, who was saying Erza's name. Then Randy looked up with tears in her eyes. Does your guild deal with tough times like these? She asked. When Erza heard this, she felt a little sad as well. Yes, we do. It's not always a happy place. Sometimes we have to go through the dark times, even the bad and the good. Erza said. Good. I'm glad to know that, she said. That's the end of this podcast. Don't worry, I got more coming your way. I'm Catherine Donovan, and I'll see you next time.